Hey everybody, it's Johnny Two-Face here, back with another reaction video. This time I'm reacting to r/Murdered by Words, Only Musicians Will Get This by MK. Now, surely most of you who've been watching my channel, well, I think so anyway, because I don't get much views on my videos now, will know what MK is like, you know, looking at the best subreddits from different subjects, and they do have best of versions on their channel, so and of course I do like a lot of their stuff because it's entertaining and educational, and the narration helps. So yeah, there's not much more I can add. So the link to the original video will be in the description down below. Please go and subscribe to MK and check out their channel and judge for yourself if you find their channel entertaining or not. Also feel free to give them extra support. Sorry, I'm looking over to my OBS every now and again to make sure, my microphone doesn't disconnect or something like that. Oh, and also before we start, sorry if you can hear my fan on in the background, and I'm in a vest because it's really warm where I am. So I hope that the fan isn't too noisy. But anyway, let's just not waste much more time. Let's get into this. Let's get this up on screen, and here we go.
Get pregnant. You'll find out who your real friends are.
Wow.
I promise you that. I just feel like there are steps you can probably take before this one. Yeah, because maybe...
Yeah, I kind of agree with Dallas 1 and Dumb Boys here. It's just like... You risk having a child that you don't want just to prove a point. At least be ready to have a child. And yes, I am pro-choice because it's the mother's choice, no one else's. Sorry, that was just a dumb rant to go on. But hey, Robin is back in the narration seat. Let's get on with this.
Maybe getting pregnant and having a baby just to figure out who your real friends are is incredibly disgusting and fucking nasty to that child once it grows up, and you tell them that that's the only reason they were born. Or, you know, try to keep it a secret, but it won't fucking work. Good job. Definitely the best reason to have kids. When you meet his friend group and he not the leader, man, why are girls going on about a male friend group having a leader? We're not the Avengers. That is true. Oh man, and he not the leader.
I know humans evolve from apes, but we don't really always need to have an alpha. Jeez.
Oh no, man, I hope he breaks up with your dumbass.
Yeah.
In rural Texas, we posted a $14 an hour part-time cash container unloading job. No one showed up. Now our team of 2 is unloading 35,000 pounds of brain flakes themselves. Wild that $14 isn't enough these days. Pictures are old and for plush, but it gives you an idea. What?
Wow.
You're complaining that you had to take your own offer. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a shame that it's not enough for people these days. And I'm really mad that I have to work for that amount. Molson Hart, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. And I'm sorry to the editor that he already, or she already, has to bleep me this early in the video. But no, $14 an hour is not enough. It is not enough. It is not enough. Did you hear that? It is not enough. Sometimes I do respond to my fan mail. Can you tell me what a woman is? Someone who covers their drink when they see you in a bar.
Wow.
Man.
Damn.
Oh, dude, that guy is dead. They are dead. At the risk of sounding like an ignorant fool, for I am to this, as I have done no research, but to me, I feel like once you've had your puberty, once girls can menstruate and boys can ejaculate, you should be safe to procreate if you're perfectly healthy, even if logically that is completely the wrong time to do it. I mean, isn't it nature's way of saying you're ready to procreate? So why would nature say it's ready if it isn't? Why would nature give you a period if you weren't ready to procreate? I don't know, Jim. You came out of the womb with legs. Why didn't you walk out of the hospital?
Wow.
Oh man, that's okay. Cool. Sick.
That's like telling someone who's wheelchair bound to stand up for themselves.
savior of the unborn. Okay, pal, your grill is filthy, has poor temperature control, and for some idiot reason has the heating element below the food so fat drips onto it and catches fire. There's a better way to cook in your kitchen. Admit it. Grilling is bad. My favorite genre of article is, you know this thing that people...
An idiot who has never been to a barbecue.
Famously loved for countless generations.
Or has never used an what's it? What do they call the grills that go on top? Oh, sorry, I'm just having a bit of a memory blank here. Or has never used a grill before that grills from underneath.
Join me, a random white guy, in my shocking expose on how that thing objectively sucks. I haven't read the article, and I never will. I can already tell this is a guy who invites people over for a barbecue and cooks Boca burgers in the oven.
Someone tell me what a Boca burger is.
Or the article is just clickbait, and he goes, just kidding, it's really cool, which is just as lame, in my opinion, you know? Okay, that's great. What a loser. Excuse me, sir. You dropped this at Elon Musk. You gifted a picture of a fucking toy crown to a friendless billionaire. If this were any more pathetic, I'd start you a GoFundMe. That is quite sad. Who the hell goes out to eat to celebrate a dead person's birthday? People who were loved? Absolutely ruthless response. Oh,
true.
Damn, what a good day. If a website puts flags next to the language options, which flag should it be for English?
The flag of the United Kingdom.
Alright, let's see what we have here. I think they should show the American flag. After all, the Brits can read the words, but the Americans need a picture. That is...
Oh, that is actually a good point. American English, simplified English.
Incredibly true. I really do appreciate that. What? Were you expecting...
You know what? Feel free to put the American flag next to it.
Me to make some sort of joke there? No. Why would I do that? YouTuber I don't give a rat's ass addressed her grooming allegations while playing a ukulele in a new video. Stop playing A minor. That's how you got here in the first place.
Oh, wow. That's weird. She doesn't look like a Catholic priest.
Probably
sorry,
one of the
that was
most
terrible.
Ridiculous missteps I've ever seen someone take. The level of stupidity on display is phenomenal. Fun fact.
Sorry, before we get on to this, did I just see that right? Does that mean it's a 5-second video? How can you dress something in 5 seconds unless... Someone correct me to see if this was actually longer than 5 seconds, or is that how much the video has been played so far? Because I'm pretty sure you cannot address loads of things in 5 seconds.
Someone take. The level of stupidity on display is phenomenal. Fun fact, if you rearrange the letters in Delta and Omicron, you get media control. You also get erotic almond. What's your point? We rearrange words to say other words a lot, Laverne. And Spicer.
Yeah.
What the hell are you trying to say? Oh, I know what you're trying to say. You're really smart and we're all fucking stupid. Do you remember when you were growing up? Do you remember how simple life was? How easy it felt? It was about faith, family, and country. Shut the actual fuck up. No, it wasn't. We can have that again. But to do that, we must vote Joe Biden out. Screw you, Nikki. I was born in 1949. When I was a kid, segregation was legal. There were lynchings. Being gay was illegal. There were no vaccines for mumps, measles, and chickenpox. I had them all. Everyone was scared shitless of nuclear war. So yeah, screw you. You can usually tell who the rich...
Some of these people, jack of all trades, master of all.
...rich person is when they talk about...
But I'd only agree get Joe Biden out because the guy is... the guy looks useless. He needs a service every day. He's so old. What is with like politician? What is it with whatchamacallit? What is it with every government across the world? They insist on having these old people, especially in the States. They insist on having old people in charge of their country. I'm just really you know what? It's politics. I don't know why I'm making the extra effort to try and understand the reason why people prefer old people to be in charge of a country.
You remember how absolutely flawless and perfect
Sorry,
being a kid was? How easy it was? Yeah, it's because you had cash. Imagine if the right wing and left wing got together to fight corruption. I know many on both sides will say that you cannot work with those monsters, and you must not be naive. Yes.
Instead of trying to be left wing or right wing, try being a centralist.
I understand.
Sorry, that's just me.
Together
That's just me because I class myself as a centralist.
just wants to screw the establishment. What if the Puppy Kicking Foundation and the Anti-Puppy Kicking League got together to fight puppy kicking?
Not really that much, to me, not that much of a comeback, if I'm honest.
Dude was road raging from the reports and pulled a gun. 2 counts of aggravated assault is a bad look for us responsible gun owners. I'm sure he was responsible right up to the point where the rage took over. That's the thing. You guys are all responsible until something triggers you, and then you're not. And then you have a lethal weapon. Buddy, because they cut me off. But I guess I'm...
Pause to read if you want. There's about a minute here, Robert ranting about people who own a gun for the wrong reasons. But the discussion was a bit too colourful for YouTube. I just wanted to let you know that Robin cares.
Triggers you, and then you're not, and then you have a lethal weapon. Buddy, because they cut me off. But I guess I'm just built different. Where's the closest swingers club to us? I know we used to have the Champagne Club that has since shut down, but I was wondering where I would find one. I'm sure Indianapolis has some, but I'm hoping there are some slightly closer options nearby. I did some research, and the nearest place for random sexual encounters appears to be your mom's house.
Ouch! What was
Dude
that?
just walked right into that.
Wow.
Fact. God has never made a single drop of alcohol. What do you mean? What? The earth has never produced a single drop of alcohol. 100% of all wine and alcohol is manufactured by fallen men. Nothing good ever comes out of alcohol.
Depends on your state of mind, dingus.
What does the Bible say about alcohol and social drinking? Oh,
yeah.
By the way, Jesus turned water into wine. Source, the goddamn Bible.
Wow.
Well, people like this have never even read the Bible. You know that, right? They don't know anything at all.
Another religious fruitcake.
Oh. Hey girlie, I've been following your profile for a while, and I must say you are gorgeous. One girl to another, though. Some of the selfies you posted are looking kinda different from the others. All that food you post looks tasty AF, but not so tasty on the hips. I can help you shed those extra 5 to 10 pounds and get you...
Really? If it's from a friend, then yeah, but really a total random stranger. Look, no thank you.
Beach ready. What? It happens to the best of us. Please circle where I need to lose weight. Do mine.
Oh, another one of these idiots who think the only way you can be gorgeous is you be a size 0. I mean, what weight is there to lose, really?
And I'll do yours. Wow, rude. I thought I'd message you to help, but you're just a bitch. I'm a busy mom. I don't have time to live at the gym like you. You're a busy mom. That's that.
The busy mum can go fuck herself, which I'm pretty sure she has. But sorry, I just had to gather my mind then. A busy mum, but you said you willing to take the time, make time for a woman you don't even know and just follow on Insta or wherever this is, and say she needs to lose weight. Huh? And she did say please. She wasn't being a bitch at all.
That's for sure. You also don't mind your own goddamn business, and you comment on other people's bodies for no goddamn reason.
Because everyone has a different vision of beauty.
I can help you shed those extra pounds. How can you help them shed the extra pounds when you yourself admit that you don't have time to live at the... How do you know? How do you know how to shed them extra pounds? You're trying to sell supplements. Hey, what's Winnie the Pooh's favorite color? Yellow.
That wouldn't
No,
surprise
it's
me.
red because of his shirt. No, it's yellow because he loves honey. You have no idea what you're talking about. Then Pooh says, yellow, like honey. That's my favorite color. See, this guy's read the Bible. They're not getting paid. Screw internships. OP never said it was an unpaid internship. Internships are are unpaid. Not always? Why is that a question, dude? I personally have several friends doing paid ones right now. That's not an internship. It's a job with more steps.
Wow.
You can't just redefine internships to only include the bad ones and then claim they're all bad. That would be like me redefining Reddit users to only include you and then claiming that all Reddit users are dumb r/anti-work members that don't know what an internship is. Damn straight, that's exactly the same, boy. I will always love you. That's Whitney, babe. Imagine not knowing that Dolly...
Yes, Dolly Parton did the original I Will Always Love You before Whitney did.
The same, boy. I will always love you. That's Whitney, babe. Imagine not knowing that Dolly wrote, sang, and released I Will Always Love You first,
sorry.
And that Whitney's version was just a cover. Do your research, babe. And by the way, that's... Yeah, didn't she actually sell the song to Whitney Houston? It wasn't just like a regular cover, was it? She actually...
Even Dolly Parton admitted that Whitney's version was better, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Someone will have to correct me on that.
Actually sold some sort of rights to her to do that. And didn't she also say something along the lines of the song is hers now once she heard her rendition? Dolly Parton's the okay? That's all there is to it. About 10 years of piping experience. Honestly though, whenever I do a cake like this, I give myself an entire day to pipe, literally a whole day.
Wow.
Okay? That way I can work on stuff and redo the cake as many times as I want. I got 10 years of experience piping your mom.
Really?
Sorry, this is a baking subreddit. It was an intrusive thought. I respect your honesty.
Wow.
Nice. Beautiful interaction. I don't approve of tattoos. Mainly it is written in the Christian Bible not to mark your body. I love you, Dwayne.
No one cares.
But this is the only thing I do not approve of. It's your choice, of course. Lovin' the rock. It also says not to pierce your ears or get a divorce. But one click on your profile shows you obviously pick and choose which parts of the Bible fit your agenda. It is kind of funny.
Which is 9 out of 10 Christians usually do. Or any religious fruitcake picks and chooses out of their religious text of what to actually listen to. Sorry, I don't know if I'm classed as atheist because I do try to be open-minded about anything spiritual, but I don't class myself as truly religious.
See, why do you get to pick and choose which parts of it you follow? I'm a little confused by that. Isn't there something in there about not wearing different fabrics together and shrimp is evil? Something weird like that? I don't know, it's the Bible. There's a lot of weird crap going on in there, dude. Andrew Tate left, and his brother Tristan were first arrested at their Bucharest home in December. Ironically, Andrew Tate could groom others, but not himself. Yeah, he definitely...
As I said, I'm not really a Tate fan, but there is actually some conspiracy about why they were arrested, because apparently someone called the Romanian police, because as far as I'm aware they still live in Romania, that about like human trafficking, and they said human trafficking, and there's an American woman, and the American woman just happened to be there, and then they were arrested. But there is a lot of conspiracy about why they were actually arrested, not what the mainstream media tells you. Because anyone who tells the truth against any government, they just seem to disappear or get arrested.
He shaved all his hair off just because he liked it that way. For sure, dude. Liked by who cares?
Yeah, just don't believe everything you hear about these so-called... Don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan... Sorry, that's distracting. Yeah, but as I said, I'm not usually a fan of Tate, but even though he does make some good points, I have to admit, but I'm sorry, but there's just too much controversy on why they were really arrested. And I think it was a bit of a witch hunt, really. But again, time will tell if what the accusations are true or not. Anyway, let's just move on.
Just because he liked it that way. For sure, dude. Liked by who cares? I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. On your knees, on your back, rubbing on some old man's sack. All right, man.
Wow.
Breaking news. U.S. births declined for the 6th straight year in 2020 as the pandemic accelerated a trend that has been building for the last decade. It's almost like if you saddle a generation with massive debt, then hit them with the second economic crisis of their working lives, while simultaneously showing how little your society cares about children or caregiving, they'll make choices accordingly. Yes, almost like, you know, it's a weird idea. It's a weird idea that I don't want to bring a child into this at all, and that I'm not rich enough to do so. What a wonder. Sports bar that doesn't subscribe to the sports channels on TV had to go somewhere else to catch our game. Kyle, you gave 3 downtown Tampa restaurants a 1-star review the night you were looking for whatever the game was that you wanted to watch. Seems like maybe the restaurants weren't the problem. A previous review of yours gave Domino's Pizza a 5-star review. Perhaps a better solution would have been ordering delivery from a major corporate chain to your hotel and streaming the game on your phone rather than trying to make small businesses look bad because no one else wants to subscribe to a sports package just to watch the Winnipeg Jets play. Just a thought, safe travels. I do hate that. It's just some petty rating bullshit, you know? A technicality? Cool. This restaurant is worthless.
It's like those idiots who they leave reviews on certain channels, like I looked on the shopping site Temu, and they put 5-star ratings. It goes, I'll let you know what it's like when I tried it. Well, then why did you put a rating? Why'd you put 5 stars if you haven't bloody tried it? Some people should not be allowed to I'm sorry, I hate this much censorship, but people when they review stuff, I swear a lot of people do not have even half a brain cell.
And you should never come here. I took my 11-year-old daughter to get a drink at Starbucks. We watched an incredibly handsome construction worker walk across the parking lot and into the store. Do you know what that little girl said to me? I don't know what he fixes, but mine is broken. What if it was your 11-year-old son who said that about a young woman who walked into the store? I thought we were teaching boys not to objectify girls. Or does that only apply to boys?
To feminists, only to feminists that applies to boys, but in their mind, females can objectify whenever they please and get away with it. I'm not anti-women, but that annoys me. Where they consider only females should be allowed to objectify, but not males. It's just it's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street.
You know,
sorry, that's just another stupid rant.
The more I realize that it is a one-way street, isn't it? At least that's how it seems to be treated. In Brazil, we usually don't change classrooms for every class. Generally, the teachers come over. That's simpler, I think. Yeah, but you might get murdered because you live in Brazil, so that's a trade-off. And there's absolutely no way you can get murdered in an American school, especially in mass. No.
Like Jimmy Carr said, do you know why a lot of American school children get killed in school shootings? Because they're not allowed to run in the corridors.
No, that's not something that ever happens.
Sorry, that was bad.
To my face and see what happens. You'll go on a podcast and cry about it for an hour?
Male or female? Cis is just a made-up term.
I do enjoy that Mr. B. Peterson, Mr. Jadordan Peterson, is acting like he's going to try and kick your ass. He can't even kick the ass that is the mess in his office. What's he going to do to me? Thank goodness.
I'm sorry, but I'd rather believe Peterson than these, than the people trying to push this cis stupid bullshit. I'd rather believe Peterson than that.
They weren't from Philly, or she'd have yet another catastrophe on.
Well, he's more trustworthy than these fanatic fruitcakes.
Her hands. Is it catastrophe or catastrophe? I don't know. Before you give Philly any more remember this. Everywhere you've lived has been the setting of a Fallout game. What? Okay. There's no harm in leaving it a week or two to get a better picture. Though it is possible to get a good guess early based on the distance between anus and dot. A skill you can learn, much more subtle than nipples, vagina, or not. Please don't gender your rats. Rats are not interested in the petty social constructs of gender.
too!
I want to know which ones have cocks and which ones have vaginas, so I can separate them. Settle your social justice horses down.
Yeah.
They are right, though. Rats aren't usually interested in our petty constructs of gender. I mean, come on. They're free of that, at least. I have tons of female friends I don't pursue sleeping with. Like, they're just cool people, not leads for my next hookup. So, you're the obligatory nice guy, huh? LOL. Hope you find perpetual friend zone hell enjoyable. LOL.
Oh, don't give me that BS saying, oh, there's no such thing as being just friends with women. Yes, you can. Just learn to keep your cock in your trousers then. Fucking bellends. I do have female friends, but they are just friends. And it's not bullshit. Some of these people who like give you a hard time saying, oh, hope you don't be in the friend zone. I thought, why don't you fuck off back to your STDs, assholes.
Oh well, tell you what, I'll sit here and enjoy having good, well-rounded friendships with both genders, and you can wither away alone with no one to care but the people you share misery with. Have a fun one there, pal. Projection. Why the hell are we giving homeless people food and money from my hard-earned taxes? I work hard. My money should go to things that benefit everyone, not some deadbeat on the streets who will probably waste it.
Wow.
Anyway. God, that sure is a despicable way of looking at it.
Whoever wrote that, you're a piece of shit. Cunt.
Especially considering how many homeless people are veterans. And I bet you are all about the veterans, right? No, probably not. You're a piece of shit. It is actually considered inhumane to deny the world's worst criminals from having food and shelter, but at the same time, you have a problem with whether our homeless and impoverished population deserves support. Child molesters are getting 3 hots and a cot on your tax dollars, and you're perfectly okay with that. But see that starving single mother and her children down the street? They should just work harder. Heaven forbid your taxes go to support them. Charity? Don't know what you're talking about. You need to get your head out of your ass, and then get your head out of some billionaire asses as well. You're not some side hustle away from joining the billionaire club. To them, you and that single mother on the street are both peons. Stop sucking up to the people who don't give a shit about you. Yeah, I've always wondered about people that are obsessed with billionaires when they think, you know, one crocheting side gig is going to make them part of that club. 9 times out of 10, actually 9.999999999 times out of 10, no, you ain't gonna be there. You're not even gonna make it to millionaire. Why are you being this type of person? Quit being a dick. It is inhumane and nasty. Not the problem. Since getting Twitter blue, my follower rate has in fact gone close to 0. This, when the promise was my content would surface to the top of comments, etc. This is not happening. Shit that floats to the top of the toilet bowl is still shit.
Wow.
Oh, and they paid $8 to be a turd. It's a real shame our Aussie friends were forced to give up their arms. It's a real shame that kids in Australia don't even know what active shooter even means. Thanks for your concern, America, but we don't want to be you. Most don't. I wonder why.
Oh, it's like the Americans say to Brits, oh, if you had a gun, you wouldn't have these problems. Oh, your place need guns. You people need guns. Like, no we don't. We're fine, thank you. The only people that really need guns, military, armed police, and, in a degree, farmers. Just in case something attacks their livestock or people try to rob their homes. But not to kill, to ward them off. And again, Americans think that they deserve to tell the world what to do. Americans, I love you, but that's just BS.
Men and women are different and therefore cannot be equal. 4 equals 2 plus 3.
Wow.
What? Damn, bravo. Beautifully said and not using a single word. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Snowflakes, for helping my song go #1.
Wow.
Oh, wait, it's this guy. If by Snowflakes you mean the marketing department of his label using the contrived culture war as a coercive tool to drum up controversy using a statistically insignificant few takes on the song being racist, mobilizing both the indignant anti-woke right and the sane people who who are just curious about the controversy, then yeah, the snowflakes did it. Also, I love this whole try that in a small town thing. It's just more dudes with tiny dicks who constantly wish they could kill someone. Again, hoping to do that is incredibly not freaking normal. I wish we could choose our baby fathers. Someone come tell her before I do, because I'm gonna hurt her feelings.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus. They made Barbie a man-hating woke propaganda fest. They teach Barbie fans about rising up against the patriarchy, and Ken is portrayed as beta and borderline grow up. It's a horror show. How beta is it for you to waste time and effort crying over a Barbie movie? No heavily menstruating perimenopausal PMS-addled woman in the world cries and moans as hard as you sorry-ass right-wing insufferable twits do. The f***ing Barbie movie. but Ken the beta movie not what I want.
If you don't like the Barbie movie, don't watch it. Fucking idiots. When I swear, like, people just go out to be offended just for the sake of being offended, so they feel important. But they're just a bunch of fucking babies. That's another thing that should be abolished worldwide. Political correctness. It's only invented by a bunch of grown babies who think everyone else should be offended because they are. It's one way to screw up society in general.
Call out post to NASA. Why aren't you exploring the ocean? It's literally right underneath us. You can send a robot a million miles into space looking for aliens. Yeah, that's what they do. But not into the giant void that takes up the majority of the Earth we live on. Please, I'm scared. Which part of National Aeronautics and Space Administration has you confused? A lot of people have never even heard the word aeronautics. Please stop saying Native Americans are Mexican. They fought Mexico. If Mexicans are indigenous people like they claim, why don't Mexicans speak the native tongue? Why Spanish? And why don't Native Americans speak Spanish? Cue the Jeopardy music. Mexicans speak Spanish for the same reason Native Americans speak English, you dumbass colonizer. Does anybody want to know why? Does anybody know why? Here, re-cue the Jeopardy music for a second. Bagpipes don't belong in Metallica. James would not approve. This guy doesn't speak on our behalf. You're awesome. Man, you don't deserve to be a fan of somebody when you try and assume what they like or would approve of. Just
yeah, why... I never get why hardcore fans think, oh, the band wouldn't like this. You don't speak for them. To the fans of any of these bands, you're not their spokesperson. Shut the fuck up, you idiots. Sorry, that was just probably unnecessary, but...
Just don't. You don't f***ing know them, dude.
Yeah.
Not now, sweetie. Daddy's ratioing the police. Strike 3. You're going for bail. A female was arrested today after she was caught for the 3rd time this month stealing from the same retail store. She was held for bail to prevent her from continuing to re-offend. Nobody shoplifts pizza pockets and pancake mix for the thrill of it. Instead of posting photos like you just made a major drug bust, maybe connect this person with some support so they don't need to steal their f***ing groceries. Yeah, food.
Or just actually treat them like they are, a thief.
It is incredibly expensive across the board, but
you lot be the judge. Well, you're gonna judge anyway.
You go, Mr. Policeman. You got her. You totally got her good.
A key that can open every lock is a master key. A lock that cannot be opened with every key is a useless lock. A sharpener that sharpens many pencils is a good sharpener. A pencil that needs to be sharpened by a lot of sharpeners is just a shitty pencil. Your analogy is just as shitty as mine because genitals have absolutely nothing in common with household objects.
Okay.
Like sticking your dick into locks just because it fits? Has this guy been trying to lockpick by sticking his...
Sorry, but that just made... For a second there, that just made my brain malfunction.
Penis in places? I don't think that's how that works. YouTuber Mr. Beast promotes his role in Teenage Mutant Needle Teetle's Mutant Mayhem on Instagram. Crossing the...
Needle Teetles, sorry.
SAG after a picket line during the actor's strike. False. This is a contract I signed pre-strike and was legally obligated to promote. This falls under the exceptions they have outlined. Regardless, to make my support clear, I'll make a donation later tonight.
Fair enough.
Nice fucking try. Everyone's really going after this guy for...
And it makes you wonder why more and more people will not take notice of the mainstream media especially on Twitter or X, that they've now called it, or any so-called exclusive reports.
Really weird stuff, but this one felt incredibly strange. I think he had one line. I missed it when I watched this movie. I thought it was a lie. I legitimately did not remember seeing or hearing any Mr. Beast-esque anything in the entire damn movie. And yeah, legally obligated to promote it via contract that was made before the strike and had outlines written in there. Nice try. Too bad you're gay now. I used to love your content back in the day. Well, that's just part of growing up. Nothing stays the same. I've always been gay. You've enjoyed a lot of stuff from gay creators. No one's changed, just what you and your bigoted mindset projected onto others. Hope you learn to cope with that in your life, because you deserve to find the happiness that I have. How sweet. You're a true
At the end of the day, gay or straight, they're still human. It's like, doesn't matter if you're straight or gay. If you do decent comedy, make decent music, it doesn't matter. You should still like it because they're talented at it. And they shouldn't have their humanity denied just because they're different orientation to you. Like, I'm not one for political correctness, as you probably heard my rant earlier, but at the end of the day, it's nothing to do with political correctness, it's common sense. Gay, straight, black or white, Asian, doesn't matter. If you're talented, and people should like you for what talent you have, doesn't matter what race you are, what orientation you are. As long as you got the skills, and if people adore you for it, it's because of your talents. That's just common sense. As I said, it's nothing to do with political correctness. It's common sense.
How many years of experience did it take you to figure out how to fry a freaking hot dog? Well, I've been a chef for 13 years now and a writer for 6. Took me a few minutes to learn how to properly fry one, then another 6 or so before I got off my high horse, stopped judging people, and realized that even simple, trashy foods have a place in the culinary landscape, and a very delicious place it is indeed. Looks like you may still have a few years of growing up to do before you arrive there. Food's about making people happy, not about making yourself feel superior. This is an astoundingly sick burn. Love your work. Also love when people try to put down others who have no idea who they are trying to put down. Love the Food Lab. Welcome to Reddit. Yeah, I've always enjoyed food snobs that think that just because it is a lower grade or lower quality food that it's completely worthless. Like, come on. You just know. You absolutely know that Gordon Ramsay has a Twinkie every decade. You know what I mean?
Well, Gordon Ramsay admits he likes to go for a simple burger. So, even though he's a Michelin star chef who works in fine dining, he's more than happy to, make simple food. May add a little twist on it, but it's still simple, delicious food. Apart from that idiot Jamie Oliver who trashes traditional foods from different parts from all over the globe. Look up Uncle Roger's videos to find out what I mean.
That gets into the mind.
Well, I still think Jamie Oliver's a self-serving, narcissistic knobend, but still. Anyway, let's just carry on.
And I know that people like Gordon Ramsay, they've got sensitive palates and they can't go around eating Hot Pockets and stuff. But come on, look at how the man made grilled cheese. Some people overcomplicate stuff quite a bit and then realize that there's nothing wrong with some crappy food. Look at Anthony Bourdain when he went to Waffle House. He was like, this is awesome. It's low-grade crappy stuff made by someone who's not paid enough, and it tastes goddamn astounding, all right? Your taxes funded lizards on a treadmill. Pay less taxes. For once, I wish an example of bad tax practices would not involve a random science experiment taken out of context. How about your taxes funded the death of millions of people by funding politicians who spout anti-science rhetoric, which inadvertently led to people mismanaging a pandemic? That sounds like something we could defund?
Or just defund politicians because they're already on wages they do not deserve in the slightest. And anyone thinks they are, well, you've just shown how corrupt you are.
Yeah, it's called propaganda. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
It is called propaganda, and none of us are immune to it, okay? If you're going to believe everything you read, then start with your Bible, okay?
Oh.
Sure, Kathy. Timothy chapter 1 verse...
How about no?
Verse 11 through, no, chapter 2, verse 11 through 12. That's how it's done, right? Anyway,
Whoops.
a woman should learn in quietness and full submission. I do not permit a woman to teach or assume authority over a man. She must be quiet. Now be
Wow.
quiet. The irony. Yeah, Kathy. Natalie Portman shows off impressive transformation into female Thor. Don't remember reading about a female Thor in Greek mythology. That might be because Thor is from Norse mythology. Yeah, nice try, dipshit.
I was about to say that just stopped my brain in its tracks for a second there. Oh, if you don't know the difference between Greek mythology from Norse, don't talk about it then.
9 line a barrel. The Civil War wasn't about slavery until the Union started losing. Lincoln needed to gain the support of the Northerners somehow, so he made a political move to include slavery. Otherwise, the people would have forced Lincoln to stop the unpopular war. Many Southern generals couldn't have cared less about slavery or fighting for it. Fact. So, I'm taking it you have a degree in history with a focus on American history during that time period? Because I do, and that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever...
I admit I am not that clued up on the proper reasons why the American Civil War for it starting, or the reasons for it to be, on that scale. Oh, I don't know why I can't say things properly, but yeah, I know there's still some debate on Lincoln's reasons for continuing the war with the South, but again, Civil War enthusiasts, American War, Civil War enthusiasts, feel free to add in your info or input. But yeah, it's very hard to... never mind, just never mind.
And it sucks that you have fewer people apparently agreeing with you than the dip that you responded to.
Wow.
Isn't that great? Being prepared as virgin sacrifice. Me. You're making a mistake. I do the sex all the time. Shaman stops his ritualistic chanting. Name the one who takes your seed. Your mother.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Tip. If you think somebody's given you a fake number, read it back to them incorrectly and see if they correct you. Tip. If you're a man and you think a woman has given you a fake number, leave her the hell alone. It's really not hard to do. Oh boy, it's JK.
If I was given a number by any woman, I have to assume it's fake, because look at me.
A rolling awesome. It was recently discovered that those given transfusions of blood from the opposite sex had poorer outcomes, including fatalities. Stumbled across this fact while researching my book, Troubled Blood. Hi, used to work at a blood bank. This is not a thing. Do better research for your book, you turf piece of shit. I mean, seriously, what is she even talking about?
Do your research. Do your research.
Fair enough.
Please, just look it up once, I swear to God.
Okay, and that'll do it. Sorry for my stupid rants in between parts, but some of it was really infuriating, and it was just hard to keep. And I don't know what's wrong with me, but I struggle to say certain things properly. So but that's on me. So, anyway, if you like this reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.